Hi, babies. Hello. Hope everyone's been good. My hair's a mess right now. Um, it's literally getting mad long, so I'm just like letting it all hang out. But hope everyone's been good. Happy Friday, Monday, Monday, Monday. I thought it was Friday. I'm sorry. Literally every day in my head is fucking Friday. Slay day, I always say. But I hope everyone's been good. So yeah. But to continue, so this video will be about I wanted to do this video today because as of next month I will be diabetic type 1. I have diabetes type 1. And diabetes, type 1. I was gonna say I take insulin, and a lot of people don't know that I'm diabetic. Everyone thinks like that I'm fine and everything. No, I have an illness. I've been living with this for 11 years now, and that's why I want to do this video. I've been diabetic for 11 years. You know what's that? To live with this, where every day, let me show you my medicines. I take these two medicines, my Humalog and my Lantus, and the needle is this tiny. You see it? Yeah. Um, so a lot of people don't know that they think like I live this very no, I live with this disease, illness. I've been 11 years with this, and I don't know, I kind of wanted to tell you some of my stories living with it, and that's another reason why I like to pursue like YouTube and stuff, because it's like, as I always say, these are like my diaries, and I love doing these videos for y'all. I love opening up to y'all and telling y'all that, I don't know, I feel as though like, there's some people who they're healthy and everything, and they still feel as though life is shit. And I kind of want to show you that, I don't know, like, I'm diabetic, diabetes, whatever you want to call it. And I've been living with this. Let me put my laptop right here. That shit's annoying me. I've been living with this for 11 years, and it's just like, I don't let this stop me. You know what's this? I take this needle about 4 to 5 times a day, and I take this one at nighttime once. And then this is my little machine that I prick myself with. Well, there's my machine that tells me my blood sugars. And this is my little pricker, and you hear it, wait. See, that's the needle when it pricks you. It's so funny because if you actually look at my hands are super soft if you ever meet me. And this hand, you see, like, it doesn't have any marks on it. But in this hand, look right here. I'm not sure if you could see. Let me focus. Come on. I don't know if you see like those little black little marks. That's from 11 years of pricking my finger. So this part right here is like a little rough. Like you can feel it's a little rough, and everything else is like super soft. But 11 years, wow! Like this video is just, I don't know. I feel really happy that cause when I was younger, I used to be suicidal and everything, and I actually used to never take care of myself, and I used to just not care. I really didn't about my health and everything, and I actually thought I would not make it till I was 18 years old. That's how bad it was, like my health wise and everything. I just didn't think I was gonna make it till I was 18, and I'm really thankful. I'm 21 now, and I can't believe it. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like a wow factor in my life right now that I actually made it to this far. Like if you know me personally, you will know like from years back before like I started doing YouTube and everything, like how I used to always go out to eat, and I still go out to eat now, but I'm way more healthier, and I drink lots of water, and I work out, lots of lemon water, and I take vitamins, and I make sure to keep myself good because I just don't want to end up like how I used to. When I was younger, I used to go into something called DKA, which is super bad. The meaning of it is DKA. It's super bad. It basically is when your body goes and shuts down and you go into like a mini coma. It's like, and I've been that multiple times. I will tell you the stories. My first time ever going into DKA, I remember I was really sick in school, like really really sick, because obviously I wasn't taking care of myself. And I remember I was sitting in the I was sitting on the train. Well, I was coming from school on my way on the train, and I was with my boyfriend at the time. And I was telling him like, "Yo, like I don't feel good. Can you take me home?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you home." But then you know how it is back then. Like he saw his friends, and he was like, "Oh, babe, can I go hang out with my friends?" I was like, "No, like take me home." And he didn't want to take me home. So he literally walked off like the train door, out the train door, and he turned around to say bye to me. And when he turned around, I got mad dizzy and I fainted. And all I remember was I hit my head on the floor, well, on the pole. And I remember a police officer running up to me and asking me, "Am I okay?" And all I remember was saying, "I'm diabetic, I'm diabetic." And I remember getting put in the emergency car, what emergency, the ambulance. I can't say it right, ambulance. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. They put me in there, and I remember when I got to the hospital, my lips, like when you go into DK, your lips turn black, like a black purple. It's super disgusting because basically you're getting super dehydrated, and I kept throwing up, and then I was thrown up to the point where I started throwing up blood, and they ended up putting this tube down my throat. I don't know for what reason, but I remember when they put the tube down my throat, I laid down in the bed and I basically slipped into like a mini coma or something like that. The doctor told me because I remember my mom came with my little brother and I couldn't move. Like I literally couldn't move my body or anything, but I could see them. And I remember my little brother, Jerry, the little gordito one. He was like crying on my mom saying, "Is Bevel gonna make it? Is Bevel gonna make it?" And I remember I wanted to cry, but obviously I couldn't cry. And it was just like a wow. Like when I look back at these things that happened to me, I'm just like, wow, like I'm still here. And I remember I was throwing up blood and it was just really crazy. And after being in the hospital for like 2 weeks, I was gonna say 2 years, 2 weeks, they released me. And but yo, the first time I actually got diagnosed with diabetes, this shit was funny. Because when I first got diagnosed, I was 10 years old. And I remember I was actually really big, like I was fat. And I'm trying to remember, guys, so bear with me. Um, I remember I was 10 years old, I was fat, and I used to always go to school. And when I used to go to school, I used to always wanted to bring like a gallon, like a whole thing of water with me. Like I used to be super thirsty, but that was because when your sugar's high, you get super like thirsty, and I didn't know that. And I started losing mad weight. But it was so funny because I used to play this game with the kids in my class. And I used to be like, yo, I could drink this whole thing for $1. And mad people used to bet $1. And I used to just chug the whole thing down. And then I used to earn like $10, $15 a day in school. I used to use that shit to my advantage. I was like in the 5th grade. Um, what else? And then after like a week of being super sick, throwing up, because I used to drink water, but I used to always throw up. I couldn't even eat. I would take a bite of something and I would throw up. And I started throwing up to the point where I was throwing up my body fluids, that like yellowish, like greenish stuff in your body. That's like the acid in your stomach. That shit is disgusting. And you guys, Xavier, I have this like weird thing when I throw up too much, I start foaming. Like I go and I start foaming. I don't know why. I remember I was foaming like a couple weeks ago. I was throwing up for I forgot what. And he was like, "Yo, you're fucking foaming." And I'm like, "I know." I was foaming. Um, but yeah. What else? I lost mad weight. And when I lost my weight, my I'm sorry I keep doing this. I'm just fucking I don't know what to do with my hair. But I should put it up in a little palm tree, but I don't have the little thing. But I remember I lost a lot of weight and my mom got scared and she ended up like taking me to the emergency room and they told her like, "Oh, your son's diabetic." And she was like, "That can't be right. Check again." They did the test again. I was diabetic. She started spazzing out. She was like, "Nah, fuck out of here. My son can't be diabetic. What are y'all talking about? He's just sick." They did the test again. "It's ma'am. Your son's diabetic." So that's when when I first heard diabetic, I was kind of like, my stepfather has that. What is that? Like, that's all I knew. He had it. And when they told me about it, and when you first get diagnosed, they put you in the hospital and you stay there for like a couple months. Depends on like how well you learn the stuff. And you have to go to like these diabetic classes. And mind you, I was in the 5th grade. And they used to wake me up really early. I used to go downstairs and it was like this room and I had to go on this computer and I had to learn like about the glucose and everything about like the pancreas, why you become diabetic. Usually you become diabetic because either two ways. from overweight and all that like stuff, but you get type 2 diabetes, which means you take pills. Mine is genetic. It runs in the family. So it usually skips a generation. So my grandparents had it, so my mom didn't have it. But I got it. But it was so funny because when she had me in her stomach, she was obviously she was pregnant. She was diabetic, but she had me in her stomach. It's so awesome. Like, I'm sorry. I know this video is probably like pointless to y'all because y'all want like a funny video, but this video means something to me because seriously, going 11 years, diabetic. This is like amazing. Actually, this year I'm looking forward to like I want to do like the diabetes walk, and I actually want to work with like an organization, and I don't know. I want to like start doing that, like tell people my story and stuff. But because literally like I don't look like I'm sick and everything. I know you're not supposed to look sick, whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm like really emotional. Like I would like to cry right now, but I don't want to cry on camera. But yeah, what else stories I have about being diabetic? Yo, my doctor used to fucking hate me because she used to be like, Jose, you can't eat this, you can't do this, you can't do this, and then they would check like they do this test where they check like your blood, and it tells them throughout the month what your range is, and my range will always used to be high, and she used to get so mad. And even till now, I still try my best to keep it maintained. I try to eat more healthy foods. I drink lots of water. I don't drink as much diet soda like before, because diet soda is bad for you. Because it's like, I forgot, they used to say since it's made with more sodium, it puts you at a higher risk for cancer because it thins out your bloodstream. I learned a lot of stuff. Oh god, fucking hate all that. But yeah, babes. That was like one of the main stories that I told you about the whole the going into DKA. I literally since I've been hanging out with Xavier, like from 3 years ago, like nonstop. We hang out from time to time, but not like how we do now. He's been in the hospital with me a whole bunch of times. Like, and I be telling him like, my nigga, like I need to go to the hospital, and he goes okay. And like we already know what to do. We bring our video games, like our DS. We bring our phone. We bring our chargers. We bring like extra socks, we bring a sweater. It'd be cold in the ER. And it's so funny because now that I'm 21, I can't go into pediatrics anymore because I'm not a kid. So now when I go to the hospital, I need to go to the grown-up side. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. I'm not. Oh God. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, what else diabetic stories to tell y'all? If you like, maybe I could do a part 2 and answer some questions for y'all. I don't know. I'm like thinking. But if you like, yeah, do that. Give me like 1 second. I'm gonna think. I'm like thinking of something. Think. What's another story? DKA. And I hate how when you pee in a cup, they gotta test for ketones and, oh God. But I'm happy I've been this long and strong with it. There's been times where I used to cry because, like, on my 21st birthday, which was the day after Christmas, like a couple weeks ago, my mom, when I hit 21, she actually sat in the bed right next to me when it was like 12, and she hits me, like she, playful punches me, and she goes, stupid, and you wasn't gonna make it till you're 21. And I just wanted to cry because it was like wow, like I did it. Like, that was like a big thing to me. Like being 21 and I'm diabetic, I'm strong, and I'm still going. 11 years. So, I guess this will be the end of the video, babes. So make sure to like, comment some questions if y'all like. I could do like a part 2 to this video and answer them. Or maybe I could just comment back on YouTube. I don't know. Whatever y'all want. Y'all want a part 2? Y'all can ask some questions. Yeah, because I know a lot of my babies that watch are diabetic as well. I saw some of y'all comments on Instagram. Y'all was saying that you're diabetic. And I was like, wow, like I have some fellow diabetic people. And it was pretty awesome. So maybe you can ask me some questions on my diet, what I eat, whatever y'all want. But I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And, well, today's Monday, so stay tuned for Friday. Because since I'm feeling better and everything, I'm back to making videos. And you see, I'm diabetic. So, oops, this lighting. So, I'm diabetic. So that's why sometimes you saw how like I didn't do a video for like 2 to 3 weeks. It was because my diabetes was acting up, and it was like Thanksgiving and it was Christmas, so all that good food. Oh, I should have stood away from it, but didn't, and ended up getting sick. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this video and this fucking lighting! Oh, bye.